Previously on Taverns and Caverns, we came to a small village and met with a pepperjack-loving half-orc named Zogi. A scholar fell down the stairs, and we were forced to fight against skeletons and zombies, released by a mysterious hooded figure. Against our will, we were forced to do his bidding. Strange men came in to clean up the inn after erasing old evidence. Chapter 2, The Hollow Woods.
Alright, so we're going to say that everyone has been able to obtain a full night's rest, so a long rest, so everyone is fully healed. You have regained the ability to cast your spells again. It's about 8 a.m. If you remember, y'all had your own separate rooms in the tavern up on the second floor, so we'll go ahead and begin there. We'll say on the first floor is Zuggy, and he's actually sitting down having breakfast, and he is actually speaking with the innkeeper. If you remember, his name was Marvin, and we'll just go and start from there. So who's the first to come down? Or are y'all coming down as a group, or what are you guys doing? Looks like Edyar.
I went to sleep later than most people, so
That's fine.
I want to wait.
Okay, so Desiree or Damien, you coming down as Desiree?
I'm Damien.
You're Damien today.
I had to take all that off for a minute. It's a lot going on. Is it safe to go in the bathroom yet, Zuggy?
As Damien comes down and looks over at Zuggy, he has a giant bowl of, looks like wheat and milk. And a spoon in his mouth. He looks over at Damien.
Oh, is that you, Desiree?
Yeah.
Yes, the bathroom is, it's good to go.
By good, you mean I won't die, or it'll flush?
Oh, you definitely won't die. It should flush, too. I had Marvin take a look at it this morning. He had one of the local, wizards take a look. Used some magic to help it get down the drains.
You should be damn ashamed of yourself.
I am.
Zuggy looks around and begins to tear up a bit.
It's just I love Mama's pepperjack cheese so much. I can't help it. I am ashamed, but it's so damn good.
Just eat your food.
Okay.
Nomu strolls down the stairs. The good morrow. Hey, Zogi, is that cream of wheat?
Zuggy looks over at Nomu. Oh, yeah, I guess you could call it that.
Where can I get a bowl?
Just ask Marvin.
Marvin, bowl, cream of wheat.
Marvin looks over at Nomu. Sure thing. I'll be right up. Let me guess. With a bowl of milk? Or do you want it with the milk like Zuggy?
He's wagging his tail. You got the butter.
I do have butter.
He's wagging his tail harder.
Alright, I'll get you double the butter, double the milk. So he goes back into the kitchen, and as you're looking around, I won't make you roll any perception checks. As you're looking around, you notice the hole where the skeleton had busted through the floor is all repaired, as if nothing happened. Nothing was there. And you also remember there was a hole in the wall as well near the stairs. That hole is repaired. The tavern looks like it did before any of the action took place. Just want to throw that out there. As Desiree enters the bathroom, everything is working perfectly fine. There's still a bit of a stench, though.
Has to be expected.
You mean Damien?
Damien, Desiree, I'm sorry.
It's not
You
helping.
need your name.
Yeah, you have the name tag up, so I'm like, oh wait, never mind. Put Damien on the other side of the name tag. There we go. So I'm sorry, that helps me out. So, Marvin comes back with a giant bowl of milk and the wheat that he had asked with some butter. Here you go, sir.
He takes the bowl, looks around, takes a bite of it. So, we're just gonna ignore the old damages, aren't we?
Marvin, are you talking to Zuggy or Marvin?
Just anybody who's listening.
So as Marvin puts the food down and looks over at you, he looks at Zuggy, then back at Nomu. Excuse me? What damages do you mean? What are you talking about?
What damages do I mean? Indeed. He starts eating, ignoring the rest.
Marvin looks around. All right, let me know if there's anything else you need. And Zoggy looks over at Nomu as soon as Marvin walks away, and he begins to eat too.
So the damages, I totally saw that too. I came downstairs, everything was repaired. And I'm a carpenter. I'm gonna tell you this. This shit don't get fixed in one night. What I saw was some crazy shit. This shit would have taken me at least a day. Something ain't right.
This, crazy shit you say. Is anyone in town that good at carpentry?
In Deercrest? Hell no.
Interesting.
But I would suggest we not talk about it. I'm just gonna try and forget what I saw. It's better that way, trust me.
Nomu does a brusque nod.
So now we can enter either Edyar or Isundra.
I'll come downstairs.
Oh, okay. If we're gonna do that, before Isundra comes downstairs, as she's in bed, she can hear a boofing coming across the room.
Can you boof?
It sounds like it's coming from the table that's in her bedroom.
Boof. Boof. Boof.
Isundra is woken up by this sound, and as she looks over, she notices what looks like a small dog standing on the table across from her bed. It is of a corgi, and is something she's seen before in her past. And on top of the corgi, there is a fae sitting on his steed. And as Isundra awakes, the fae looks over at Isundra. Are you awake?
Yes, I'm awake.
It
What
is
do you want?
I, Napoleon Fairpart.
Yeah, I know who you are.
You
What
did
do
so
want?
bad last night. I am your patron. You're supposed to represent me in a good way.
I killed
If it
them.
wasn't for my magic, you would be dead. Where is your thankfulness?
Can you shut up for 1 second, Napoleon? No one cares.
I care. You're supposed to make me look good.
I killed the one guy. I only missed the other one.
It don't matter. You should have killed them all. I am Napoleon and you are my follower. You do it as I say.
Can I have another spell? Maybe. I won't miss this time.
No, you have to prove yourself even more. Isn't that right, Morengo?
And as he looks down at the corgi looks over and up at its master, then back over to Isundra.
Boof. Boof. See? Marengo says you must do better. Today you will be filled with very many obstacles. You shall surpass them in the name of Napoleon Fairpart. Now be gone with you. Marengo, off we go.
And you see the corgi stands and jumps off the table, and they begin to walk, shaking its corgi butt as it walks off. And as it walks, he walks through the door that's shut and vanishes. Now Isundra has fully awoken, and now she can come downstairs.
Okay. I don't like the inside of my mouth, please. Okay.
Like as the corgi that's amongst us. Yes, we have 3 dogs here with us today.
Man, this place looks pretty good for what happened last night.
Zoggy looks over at Isundra.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that,
Oh yeah, I mean nothing happened.
yes. And we should probably keep it that way. Right, Nomu?
Oh, yes, I guess. It's a weird-ass place.
And your friends in the bathroom, I hope, the smell isn't, too destructive.
Did she get all her rice? Or
Rice? What?
never
What?
mind.
There's rice in here?
I think that's something we don't talk about, like what happened last night too.
Well, some rice would have been good for my bubble guts, though. you have some?
I don't have any. You have to ask Desiree.
No, I'll ask when.
Bathroom door flings open. I don't have any for free. So, I mean, is this just a breakfast tavern now? I mean, who's in the kitchen? Can I place an order? What's going on?
Zuggy looks. Oh, Marvin! We got another order out here. Possibly 2.
Marvin walks back out. Ah, yes. Would you like any breakfast today?
Some wheat toast,
All right, very well. And for you, milady?
Oh, Marengo is back. Just a coffee. I don't know, is there coffee in the room?
Yes, there's
Okay,
coffee.
cool.
Yes, I will get you coffee and some wheat toast. Would you like any butter or jam with that?
Yeah, light jam, black coffee, spike it.
Spike it? With what? I happen to be missing... I think I'm happening to be missing one of my scotches.
Silly me, I'm trying to get clean. It's okay. It's a black coffee.
Okay, very well. Marvin goes back into the kitchen, and we'll say that's enough time for Edyar to come down.
Edyar wakes up, still feeling a little of the pain from the stab in his gullet. He comes down the stairs, notices the entire room has been cleaned up. Remembering the words of the Skull Reaver, he remains silent. Marvin, some wheat toast and a coffee, please.
Marvin sticks his head out of the kitchen. Oh, coming right up. I have 2 orders before you. As Edyar looks around, after he's walked down the stairs, Zuggy invites him over to the table that everyone else seems to be gathered at. Marvin brings out the coffee for both Isundra and Damien and the toast. And then he looks over at Edyar. I'll be right back with your order, sir. As he walks back into the kitchen, Zuggy's looking around.
Hey. Seems like the tavern's a little emptier. Emptier, I should say.
As he looks around, he notices that the scholar that was bit, Zuggy doesn't remember, or he didn't see the scholar Wayne being bit when he came down the stairs. But he noticed he's not around.
Those 2 scholars, did you guys know them by any chance, or did you talk to them last night after you know what?
Not that I know. Where's the other one? The one that got bit.
Zuggy looks. Wait, he got bit.
Yes, it was bit by some dead thing.
A dead thing? You mean one of the zombie or something?
I don't know, some kind of bastard. He bit the shit out of him.
Zuggy stops eating and he looks around at everyone.
Is that what you all saw? He got bit?
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened to him, but he ain't look too good.
Maybe somebody should go check on him. You're a cleric, aren't you, Edyar? You should probably go upstairs and take a look. I haven't seen him down. I came down pretty early this morning.
I believe I shall.
He doesn't really have any cleric magic. He didn't heal anyone. I'm sorry, guys.
Edyar,
Is there a lie or?
What a shady breakfast.
I healed the man directly when he came downstairs after he was bitten.
Yeah, you wasted on him. What a...
I cannot let some man who was heavily injured go without help.
Okay. No, you're a good guy.
You're a damn good guy. My ass would have been out of here.
Right?
I'm going to return upstairs and see how he is doing.
Let us know how he's doing.
So, as Edyar goes upstairs, I'm assuming he knocks on the door or something.
Hello. Are you still in there? Do you need any more help?
Pure silence.
Edyar, suspicious of the lack of any sound. Ask again. If you do not reply, I will come in.
Yet again, pure silence.
Edyar forces his way into the man's room.
The door actually opens fairly easily. It wasn't locked. The wooden door slams open as you force your way in. As Edyar steps into the room, he looks and sees what happens to be a fairly clean and well-kept room, as if it had been made overnight. No one's there. However, I want you to make me a perception check.
12 plus 3.
Yep, so you got 15. So as Edyar scopes around the room, he notices again, it's been cleaned up. No one is here, as if no one slept here, or the scholar known as Wayne has actually gone and left already. But according to Zuggy, he didn't see him. Zuggy has been up he got up fairly early today. But with that 15 perception check, Edyar does notice something against the wooden tile, or the wooden tiles on the floor near the bed. It's near the bed frame against the wall. However, he does notice some scuff marks, as if maybe there was someone being dragged away, or who knows, it could have been anything, but he notices some scuffed markings along the bed and the wall.
Edyar takes a closer look at the scuff markings behind the bed. Seems rather suspicious. He returns back to the basement. Marvin.
What do you mean, the first floor?
Their first floor.
Yeah.
He returns back to the first floor. Marvin, do you happen to know what happened to the other guest that was staying here? His room is completely empty, but I've noticed some scuff marks over behind the back of the bed.
Marvin looks over at Edyar, and he has Edyar's food basically prepped. He goes, as he's holding it, he looks up at Edyar, and he has this wide grin on his face. Oh, yes, the scholar known as Wayne, he checked out early.
Suspicious of his words.
You can go ahead and make me a check if you want. Go ahead and do a insight.
Insight.
Yes, plus your wisdom modifier. So D20 plus your wisdom.
8 plus
So you got
insight is 3.
So you got 11. So Edyar can't really sense completely what Marvin might be hiding. However, Edyar does kind of sense a little bit that Marvin might be hiding something. He just can't accurately pinpoint what it is or accurately really call it out. But you do seem a little odd from his response as he grins at you with a smile. Your food is ready, sir.
I take my food and head towards the same table as Zuggy.
How did he get his food before me? And what the hell are you smiling about? What's so funny? Did I miss something? Are y'all talking about me?
Zuggy,
Because I wanted to look different today? Is that what it is?
Zuggy looks up.
No, the toast is right there.
Zuggy's hand was covering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was, my hands are big. That's why I didn't see it.
I'm watching you. I don't like you.
Your coffee's right there, too. So, I have, I'm willing to spend 2 gold coins for some of that rice.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? You got a deal.
How much rice you got?
How much rice you need?
I'll give you 2 gold for 2 pounds of rice.
Now, wait a minute. Wait. That's cutting a little bit too deep.
How important is this rice to you?
That is some expensive rice.
It's for aesthetic purposes. I'll give you 1 pound.
Then 1 gold.
All right.
You got yourself a deal. Perfect.
He's gonna give you 1 gold coin.
All right, let me finish my toast.
Perfect. I can use this rice for the bubble guts. Help calm it down a bit when I feel the stomach churning, you know? Because I'm not going to give up on that pepper jack cheese. I got more at home.
You're a carpenter, right?
Yeah.
Build yourself an outhouse. Still smells gross in there.
I actually have 2 outhouses. I made them both. Because, sometimes after you use one and it's really bad, you don't want to clean it up right away. So then you go to the second one. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, I have 2. I don't have a wife or kids either, It's just me. But it's that bad sometimes,
That's not really that surprising that you don't have a wife.
Wow. Well, you gotta hit it where it hurts.
It's kind of been her thing today.
Mama always told me I was a handsome boy.
Yeah,
Especially for a half-orc.
Nomu pushes his bowl away. He's done eating.
Looks over at Edyar.
What, you don't agree with me, Edyar?
Edyar, holding back his words. Sure. Mothers will always love their children's faces.
Damn straight. And pepper jack cheese.
Edyar, you think Marvin was being weird?
Yes, but I can't put my mind on it. I'm not entirely sure what's happened. He knows something, but I just can't figure it out.
I know. I come here all the time and crack funny-ass jokes. He never smiles that hard.
You got something to say?
Apparently, according to Marvin, apparently nothing happened last night.
Don't be naive.
No zombies, no skeleton. No hooded bastard in a fucking robe.
They told us not to talk about it.
We're not talking about what happened last night. We're talking about his face. We can talk about his face.
And who are these slaves to again?
You guys remember? I'll tell you if you don't remember. Skull Reaver.
Oh, that guy's an Edyar.
Oh.
His name was the Skull Reaver. He called himself Skull Reaver.
Yeah, he called himself the Skull Reaver.
Ah, skull what?
Skull Reaver.
Keep your voice down.
So, should we just go get this item and so I can be on about my way?
We should probably make haste. He sounded like he wanted this job done urgently.
I kinda wanna go back to hunting monsters. It was a simpler life.
So, did you finish your bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you guys are conversing, Zuggy's listening in on it. Obviously, you guys don't care if he hears. But he's already agreed he's not going to talk about it. He wants to forget what happened. Mm-hmm. He wants nothing to do with it. However, as you are conversing, there is a bit of milk still in Nomu's bowl, but not enough for him to care about. Just little drops. Isundra notices a dog jump up into the table and begins to lick into the bowl. No one else sees this other than Isundra. As she looks over, it is Marengo, Napoleon Bonaparte's steed, licking up the bowl of milk. And it is vile. As it's licking up the bowl, its eyes look demonic. And then it finishes and it looks around and it sticks its tongue out and begins to pant. And then it vanishes. And Isundra hears in the distance, Marengo! Get back here! As that's going on, is Isundra looking kind of weirded out? Or, I mean, what?
I'm sorry about your milk.
What about my milk?
He's kind of a bad dog.
What? You see a dog?
I've seen nothing. But
What are you on about?
Your bowl does look slightly emptier than it was before.
He's just really hungry. It's not his fault.
He pushes himself away from the table and stands up to stretch.
Zuggy looks...
Your friend is she tripping?
Are we friends?
I don't see a dog. Anyways, she's kind of weird. Anyways, so where are y'all headed to? I could probably point you in the right direction if you guys are going somewhere. Seems like you guys are going somewhere in a rush. Good old Zuggy knows the area pretty well.
Yeah, we got to find this hat or whatever.
Oh, so you're a bunch of adventurers, it seems. We get quite a bit of those coming around these parts every now and then. So where are you guys headed to?
Some forest for a costume jewelry prop. Against our will.
A forest? Which forest?
I don't remember. I was thinking one of them was sober enough to remember what was said.
Hollow.
Oh,
Zuggy's face gets stern.
the Hollow Woods?
Yeah, that's right.
That's a very dangerous place. You sure you want to go there?
I don't think we have much of a choice.
They say monsters and beasts roam those parts. But if that's where you're going, I guess adventurers go there every now and then. I hear some adventurers and travelers take up odd jobs, and they go hunting for monsters and such every now and then in those woods. But if that's where you're going, I'd say make sure that you're well prepared. It's to the west of here. Hard to miss. It's south of New Tempest. But just walk west from here. There's no pathway leading to it. However, or at least not from Deercrest. However, the main roads leading up to New Tempest, they kind of curve around, and a path from there leads to the woods. But the fastest way to get there is just go directly west from here. Off path. I will warn you, though, you might run into who knows what in those woods. You might even run into some gangs or some thugs, some thieves, I don't know. If you're going as a group, watch each other's backs. That's all I gotta tell you. Good old Zuggy, I'm gonna stay here, find me some work to do, eat some more pepper jack cheese.
Zuggy stands up after he finishes his food.
Oh, And, it was nice to meet you all. I hope we meet each other again someday. If you ever need a carpenter, let me know. Name's Zuggy. Can't forget me. Pepper jack cheese, baby. Oh, wait.
He reaches into his pouch. He still has a little bit of pepper jack cheese left. A roll of it.
My parting gift to you all. Here, Mama's pepper jack cheese. Mama Zuggy. Don't forget.
He looks around.
Hey, Marvin.
Marvin comes out.
I'm out of here.
Marvin smiles. That will be 5 gold coins, sir. For the both dinner, breakfast, and your room. Zuggy gives him 5 gold coins.
Thanks for the rice. I'm gonna be able to use this.
He turns around and he walks off. Exit Zuggy.
I never fucking got the rice. Is he always like this? I should have took the 2 gold. I'm getting sloppy. Well, I think we're as good of a team as we're gonna be. As long as we don't fight skeletons, I think we've got a shot.
I guess so. Zuggy wasn't such a bad guy after all.
He probably did need to lay off the cheese though.
I think so.
The cheese is pretty good though.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Marvin's going to come around. That'll be 5 gold coins from each of you. I am assuming you are all finished and well on your way. He opens his palm out to collect his gold.
Edyar reluctantly pulls out his 5 gold coins and hands it to him.
Ah, yes, thank you. Nomu?
Nomu drops 5 coins in his hands without looking and walks away.
Marvin's smiling and giggling. Ah, yes, money.
You know,
Do we really have to? We kind of saved your ass last night.
right, man, I didn't even get a full night's sleep. I'll pay for the toast, but
You have to pay full price.
come on, I come here all the time. I've never had a night that horrible here.
What
We
are you
saved that guy
talking
for you.
about?
He could have died in your.
Who are you talking about?
You
Here.
healed him, right? He's fine.
I don't know what or who you're talking about. Last night was perfectly fine. Nothing happened.
Here, Marvin.
Thank you. 5 gold coins. And last but not least, my good old elf friend here.
We have friends?
Not until you pay.
I don't think that's friends.
Then pay.
Fine.
Now we're friends.
These are 5 gold coins, you whore.
Damn.
Excuse me? What did you call me?
Nothing.
Shh, we need to come back here at some
Oh
point.
shit. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No,
Properly
Alicia's not sorry,
apologize.
but Isundra is sorry.
He looks at you. Next time it'll be double from you. That'll be off with you. Enjoy your adventures, travelers. I hope you enjoyed your stay. He walks off and he walks into his back room, shuts the door with your gold. So at this point, you guys can now exit the tavern and be on your way. If you want to look around town, or the village, I should say, now's the time to do it. But if not, then you are heading west towards Hollow Woods. It is now about 9 a.m. You guys spent about an hour after waking up conversing and eating.
I really need potions, so don't skip that part. After last time, I really need potions, so.
Well, you're in a village, so I mean,
Okay.
as we said last time, though, the village doesn't have main shops or anything, so you're gonna have to ask around.
What?
The only shops you guys saw when you first entered the village in Deercrest were some common grocery stores, like a food and drinks kind of shops. They didn't have any like weaponry, no blacksmith. However, a few villagers might have some potions laying around that they're willing to sell. So go ahead and ask around town.
Edyar browsing through the village.
Again, as he browses, you notice Deercrest is tiny, probably about 20 buildings at most. Most of them are small huts. It's a very simple village. The biggest building in this village is the tavern that you guys just came from. Obviously, that tavern is the major focal point of this village because many travelers pass by here. However, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, while walking through the village, he goes around and notices a few people standing near one of their huts. Excuse me. Would you happen to know where I could buy some potions, or if anyone has any for sale.
A villager. He's an older gentleman. Looks up at your human. His white hair, white beard. He's got a cane, helping himself. Ah, yes. You're looking for what again, Sonny?
Any sort of traveling supplies, honestly. Supplies for people who are looking to maybe some potions, things, healing items, just anything.
Ah, yes. Well, you're in the wrong damn town to be looking for that kind of thing. However, good old Willie might have something for you. He's the last hut to the west of town. Ask good old Willie. He's always at home.
Edyar walks back to his party. One of the villagers told me, good old Willie on the west of town.
Really?
What the hell is Willie? And why is he good?
We'll have to find that out on ourselves. But he should have some supplies for us if we head that way.
I'm following his lead.
Alright, so you guys head to the west side of the village, which literally takes you guys probably a minute, 2 minutes.
This place is podunk?
It's very podunk. You come across good old Willie's hut. He's the very last hut before you exit Deercrest. As you look over his hut, it looks like it's made of very simple supplies. The roof to his hut is of hay and some branches.
This place is rough. They living rough around here.
The door is shut. It's a wooden door. And he has 2 windows, but he has blinds covering them, so you can't look in. I'm assuming you go to knock or something.
All we gotta do is huff and puff, blow this bitch down the nerve of him.
Nomu starts knocking on the door. Lightly, he's huge.
Lightly.
Nomu hears a voice.
What? What is it?
We're looking for a good old Willie.
Good old Willie?
You hear quick stomping. Slams the door open.
I'm good old Willie. What can I do for you, sir?
We are looking for supplies.
He rubs his chin.
You're looking at another human. He's about middle-aged, brown hair, very shaggy looking. Giant beard, as if he hasn't cut his hair in years.
Yes. Supplies, you say? What kind of supplies you looking for? Good old Willie might have.
Keeps rubbing his beard. He's dressed in very tattered clothing. He looks fairly crazy.
You look elegant today. Good old Willie. We're looking for medical supplies. You have any?
Medical supplies? Like what? Potions? Kits? First aid kits? What? Bandages? What?
Anything you have in your inventory.
How many of you are there? He looks over your shoulders. Oh, you have a whole party here. About 4 of you? How many potions? I only have a few.
Edyar, how many do you need?
All of them.
Hold the hell on. Let's see how many he has and let's split them. We gotta be fair about this.
Will looks around.
All of my potions? I don't have very many, but I'll tell you how many I have.
He runs back into his hut, comes back out with a giant sack of items. He starts digging in. He pulls out 3 potions. 3 bottled potions. They're potions of healing.
These are potions of healing. I got these quite a bit, so they may not taste good. They're pretty old, but they'll still do the trick. So I'll tell you what. Because good old Willie is always good. And it seems like you need these really, really badly. I'll sell it to you for a decent price. What about 80 gold per potion?
What? Hey, you guys, we can't afford that kind of.
How about
Let Damien talk to him.
30 a potion? Could you say no to this face?
You really should have been Desiree today.
Go ahead and make me a charisma roll. Add your charisma modifier.
This is really good.
What'd you get?
19 and 3.
Oh, okay. Alright, so what's going
With my 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay. Good old Willie looks over at Damien.
How much did you say?
30 a potion.
That's a little cheap. But
What are you gonna spend the gold on in this town?
But, look, I like you. Good old Willie is good to the people. So, instead of 80 gold, I'll meet you midway. How about that? 50 gold a pop. Come on, I have to make money some way.
Edyar steps up.
These things aren't easy to make, easy to come by. You go to a town like New Tempest, they charge like 100 per bottle.
Listen, Fred. How about we actually meet midway? 40 gold.
My math is bad.
No, it's good.
40 gold. Fine, 40 gold a pop. I only have 3 though. That's all you're getting.
Well, since you 3 cannot heal yourselves, how about you 3 take them?
I started these negotiations. I should get them all, but I will have 2. I'm the weakest one.
I almost died last time. Like, for real, you guys.
Okay, 1 for you.
Okay.
So who's getting
Nomu
the
has
potions?
nothing to say.
This one.
Okay, then that will be 40 gold each.
Damn.
So 120. Cough it up.
Here's 80 for me.
Damn, he has a calloused hand palm up.
Right.
80.
Isundra.
I gave him.
Oh.
All right. He takes the gold. He pockets it. He's like, oh, good old Willie making bank today.
292.
Is there anything else you all would need? I have some torches,
Why does she have
some rope.
I'll take the rope. How much for the rope?
Rope? I'll
It's
give you
just
a
straight
discount
base.
on this one since you didn't get the potion. How about I give you
100.
the rope? It is about 50 feet for 1 gold coin.
That's fine. That's fine.
He flips him the gold coin.
Willie catches it with his teeth. He chews on the coin. Oh, this is real. Puts it into his pocket.
Nomu pretends he didn't see that. And winds up the rope.
What about torches? Anything else you all need? You look like a traveling bunch of adventurers.
I think we have
I'll
some
take some
stuff like
torches.
I'm a cat.
Torches? All right.
I see in the dark.
How many would you like?
that. Yeah, but
How
didn't
many
we
do you
start-
have?
I have 5.
What's your price?
I'll give you 3 for 1 gold.
I'll take them. I'll take 6.
I have
I
5.
got 5. I'll take 3 for 1 gold.
Yes. If you want all 5, 2 gold.
I'll take 3.
Very well, you have a deal. The torches are, they're just basic torches. They also come with the supplies needed
Didn't we
to
have half
light
of
them.
that stuff though? Like we always start with like a
Yeah, you do,
pack
but
of crap that
you
I didn't
do,
write
but-
down.
Take some more.
it doesn't hurt to have more.
Y'all wild. I ain't got no gold, so.
Willie looks around. Well, is there anything else good old Willie can sell you?
You sell liquor?
I don't have liquor, unfortunately.
Good, my ass.
Yeah, I might have to roll in for perception. I need to see if he has anything shiny. I'm a cat.
Go ahead and roll a perception on him.
Do I see anything shiny?
So roll that perception check, buddy. What'd you get?
7.
You don't see anything that stands out. His clothing is very tattered. He rolled really low. So his simple, charismatic, good old Willie's self basically distracts Nomu from really seeing much on his tattered clothing. You don't really see anything with a roll of 7.
Gotcha.
The most shiny thing that you probably noticed on him was the gold coins he just pocketed. Good old Willie's not very rich, as you can see. So, is there anything else I can get you? Where y'all headed to?
Hollow Woods.
Good old Willie looks over. The Hollow Woods? Y'all damn crazy. No one goes into there. You might die. I hear there's monsters and beasts all around those woods.
We're going camping. That's all. That's what the rope is for.
Camping? In the Hollow Woods?
Aye.
Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. Get the fuck out of here. He slams his door shut and runs back in.
Alright. Good old Willie was an okay guy. What do you think?
I think good is an overstatement.
We gotta stop here on the way back.
There's a lot of overstatements in this place.
Blow the roof off this bitch. I know he had more.
So, as you guys leave good old Willie's hut, again, his hut was the last in town. It was on the most western side of the village.
Yep.
And that's exactly the direction you guys wanted to keep going anyway. So, you guys have the opportunity to
keep talking in the village with other people, or do you guys want to just head on west?
No one wants out of this place. It's podunk. Poor.
Poor.
Broke, even.
I don't think there's much information of value in this village. We should continue on our journey.
Yeah, I don't think they know shit.
All right. So the group then begins their travel westward out of Deer Crest. It is now about 9:45 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are traveling, you do remember during conversations with Zuggy that Hollywood is about half a day's worth on foot of travel. So a couple of hours go by, and as you guys are reaching about noon, you can now see Hollow Woods in the distance. You're fairly close. It's about noon, but what you also see off in front of you a wagon, a covered wagon being dragged by 2 donkeys. Sitting on top of the wagon, basically controlling the donkeys, you see, looks like a gnome. He's fairly far in the distance, so you can't really tell. You're standing in a large open field, so anyone can see you coming. There's not very many trees other than the forest that's ahead of you. The wagon stops and comes to a halt, and it just sits there. And behind the wagon and the 2 donkeys, there is also what you guys look like. It looks like it's a large boar behind the wagon. On top of a large boar is a very stocky man sitting there on top of it. That's about all you can see. So what do you guys do?
I'm rolling a perception. I rolled 19. I just want to see from the breed, how well bred the donkeys are to whatever I see.
So Nomu, you get a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
You're still quite a bit away. You notice the 2 donkeys. They look fairly healthy. One is basically brown. One is gray.
Mm-hmm.
You can look even closer, and you notice that the gnome that's controlling the donkeys, he's sitting there, and he has a book that's open, and he's looking through the book, and
He's texting and driving.
he's looking through the book. No, the wagon has come to a halt.
Oh, okay.
Behind him on the large boar, that man is just still sitting there, just looking around, and you notice the guy on the boar looks towards the party. What do you all do? The wagon looks fairly well maintained. It's not tattered. It has nice made wheels on it. No rims or anything like that, but, you know.
Man, he got the gold rims.
Garbage.
No one wants to walk up to him and introduce himself. Make friends.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of walking.
I'm a friendly
Let's see if
cat.
this guy will give us a ride.
So as you guys come close to the wagon, you notice it's not a human on the large boar. It's a dwarf.
Okay. So a dwarf and a gnome.
The dwarf on the large boar, he looks over and notices you guys walking towards the wagon, and he rides out a few feet.
Halt! I am Dalgrim. What do you want?
Well met. I am Nomu the Monstrous. How are you today?
Dalgrim looks down at Nomu. He's on this. The boar is a large creature. It's huge. It's massive. With the dwarf on it, he's much taller than Nomu.
That's tall.
That's a big boy.
Dalgrim reaches behind his back, and he pulls out a large warhammer, 2-handed. He looks down at Nomu.
You're not thieves, are you? I would suggest you back away now, if that's what you're thinking. Or your skulls will be smashed in with my warhammer, or your rib cages crushed by my boar's horns.
Nomu kind
tusks.
of waves his hand. He's like,
Hold on now. We're not outlaws. We're just trying to make friends here. Yeah, we just saw we see you have well-bred asses. And a nice-looking boar. We're just trying to make friends.
Dalgrim looks, and he kind of scuffles. And as Nomu responds, the gnome looks up from his book. Ah! You noticed the nice asses!
I always noticed the nice asses.
The gnome jumps down from the wagon. He scurries over. He's only about, 3'2", or no, I was 3'8".
fucking ankle high, man.
The gnome runs over. He's about 3'8". He has his book and he shuts it. The gnome looks crazy.
Oh.
Worse than good old Willie.
Everybody's crazy.
What's wrong with this place?
The gnome, his hair is all It's a dark brown. It's all over the place. It's very wild looking. Think of Albert Einstein's hairdo. However, his beard is well kept. It's so fine. He's got a little, what looks like a little like locket or of some sort, holding his braided beard together. It's gold.
Nomu. Look at his beard.
Nomu sees the little gnome's beard, the golden like locket looking object keeping his hair together, and the gnome looks up. Ah, it's all good, Dalgrim. These guys know nice asses when they see it. My name is Sibo. I'm the gnome around these parts. I'm a merchant. What are you guys doing around here? What can I do for you? My name is Sibo. This is my bodyguard, Dalgrim. And those nice fine asses you saw, the gray one, that's Rambo. The brown one, that's Woody. You might not want to ask why his name is Woody. Or you can. He's always got wood.
Can I ride on Woody?
You might not want to ride on Woody, young girl. He's a wild boy. I should have named Woody Rambo.
Damn. Edyar steps up. Hello. You said you were a merchant. We were traveling towards the Hollow Woods.
Oh, yes. The Hollow Woods. Just right there.
Would you happen to have any supplies yourself?
The gnome looks at him, claps his hands together, and begins to rub his hands amongst one another. I am a merchant after all, friend. What kind of supplies do you need? He smiles at you, and you notice in the gnome's teeth, he has 2 gold crowns.
Nomu notices. It's shiny.
Should we be buying from this man? Sounds like he might take us for a pretty penny.
Hold on. How much do you sell potions for? I want to know if Good Willie is a piece of shit or not.
Well, good old Stebo, I'm a fine merchant. I have to upcharge a little bit, only because we are out in the middle of nowhere. It's inconvenient. You won't find supplies around here. I will charge. Just a simple potion, huh? Let's see. Good old Willie. Who's that?
Don't worry about him.
Well, good old Sibo here. I'll give you 1 potion of healing for, let's say, 75 gold coins. That's a good price. Out here in the middle of nowhere, that might save your life. It's worth it.
You're going to have to talk to someone else because I don't have any fucking gold.
Okay, so Sibo knows now that the elf is broke as shit.
Damn.
You're off my list. What about you 3?
Isundra's just going to go pet Woody.
Would you be open for a trade of some sort?
I do like trading. What kind of trade? What do you have?
Rice and pepper jack cheese.
Sibo looks at Damien, then looks up at Dalgrim, who's still on the large boar. Sibo looks concerned. This guy just tried to trade me a potion for rice and pepper jack cheese?
Whoa, not any cheese. This is Mama Zuggy's pepper jack cheese.
Sibo scratches his head. Mama Zuggy. Dalgrim, have you heard of this?
I'm going to need you to roll
I
up.
gotta roll some shit.
Yeah, you're gonna roll me.
And when you drop a dump, you can make a wish. It floats and everything, I swear. We're from a town where shit like this happens all the time.
Make a
I wanna roll
deception check.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Roll fire.
16. Alright. Sibo goes, huh! His eyes light up. What? Make wishes. Dalgrim, have you ever heard of this Mama Zuggy's cheese? Dalgrim looks down at Sibo.
Sir, I've never heard of Mama Zuggy's cheese.
Because you're a nobody. Listen, don't listen to him. He's crazy. Don't you want your donkeys to have the fattest asses in the land?
Sibo looks around. Damn. Rambo and Woody could use more ass. They'd give them more strength to pull in my supplies. Let me see this pepper jack or whatever kind of cheese you got. Let me see this Mama Zuggy's cheese. I'll be the judge of it.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Wait!
He rips it from Damien's hands, pulls out a little magnifying glass. He starts to look into it.
Dalgrim. This is some mighty fine cheese.
Is it, sir?
Yeah. I'm looking into the
He takes a lick out of it.
Damn.
Tastes pretty good.
I'm sure, sir.
Tell you what. This is some fine handcrafted cheese. You don't come across cheese very often around these parts, or at least where I travel. Tell you what. Add this cheese on, and I will sell you the potions. 50 gold. That's a lot less than the 75.
Pick a potion.
He tosses him 50 gold.
Get a ride out of him too.
Edyar passes 50 gold as well.
Ah,
Yo, wild.
the 50 gold wasn't for you. It was for him.
I'm just trying to make
For you,
friends.
it cost more.
He was trying to trade.
75. What do you have to trade, boy?
Why'd you take Nomu?
Noam looks at Edyar. What?
You trade.
Anything to trade? If not, 75 gold.
I passed you 50 gold.
Where's my Oh, you gave it.
The gnome takes the 50 gold from Nomu. So this is for him. With the cheese.
Aye.
You
All right.
fucking owe me, cat.
No, he gave you 50 gold.
Yeah, I want the potion.
Gives you 1 potion of healing. Remember, the potion of healing, it is 2d4. I think 2d4 plus 2. I'm pretty sure. All right.
I'd be open to shit.
The gnome, Sibo, looks back at Edyar. So, what do you have? Anything to trade? Anything to trade?
Sibo needs to chill.
Edyar decides to keep his gold.
Here, cat.
Aye.
Potion.
Anything else for you? Good old Sibo has it all.
Any other supplies that you have?
What are you looking for? Depends on the supplies.
Rubs his chin.
Any bandages of the sort?
I have
Small
bandages.
supplies.
Yes, I have bandages. I'll sell you a roll of bandages. 3 rolls for 1 gold.
3 roll of bandages for 1 gold. I'll take that offer.
Good. Here you go. Anything else?
I think that should be it for me.
Unless,
So what are you all doing in the Hollow Woods?
Right.
Oh, you know, forced out here against our will. Just another day in paradise.
Oh.
We can't really talk about it.
Ain't telling nobody shit. We're going camping.
Me too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a little bit of hunting.
Hunting? What? Hunting?
I would hunt
Okay.
your monster for gold.
You'll hunt my monster for gold?
He's not much of a house cat.
Sibo looks around. Nah, very well. If that's all the trading you got, then off we be. It was nice meeting you.
Wait. Would you be able to give us a ride? the rest of the
Isundra's
way?
already sitting on Woody.
Sibo looks over at Woody and Isundra.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to really sit on Woody. Look, his wood's even bigger. Get off the Woody.
He's acting really weird.
Of course he is. It doesn't take much for Woody to get wood. That's why his name is Woody.
Isundra's single. Leave her alone.
I've never
Dalgrim-
really
Dalgrim looks over at Damien, then back at Sibo.
like.
That's a lonely elf, sir.
You're telling me. You want to ride? To the Hollow Woods? That'll cost you.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm going out of my way.
No, you can't
It's
hear
right
me. I'm already-
there.
If it's right there, then your asses can walk.
No, we gotta go through it, right? So-
I'm not taking you through the Hollow Woods. I'll take you to the entrance, and that's it.
Oh, we would just walk.
It's not worth the money to me.
How much
Look.
for Woody though?
I'm not selling you Woody or Rambo. They're both precious to me.
I think he really likes me.
He likes everybody. It's not just you, ma'am. You ain't that special.
Dalgrim looks over.
I think
Damn
I saw a movie
straight.
like this once, so.
She's too skinny, boss. I prefer my women thick.
She has a
Damn.
big ass.
Thick.
All right, off Woody. Off Woody. If you want to ride, it's going to cost you 5 gold coins.
There's no point to ride, right?
5 apiece or 5 total?
Total. I'll give you the deal.
5 gold coins for a quick ride on Sibo's wagon.
How far away is that?
Let's see. It's probably at least 2 more hours
Oh shit, yeah.
on foot.
I think we should pay.
I'm down.
Let's go.
So who's paying 2 gold?
It's 5 gold.
Exactly. Which one of
But
us
you
is
said, I
giving
thought you
the
said
2?
5 for all of us.
No.
Yes.
5
apiece?
total.
Yeah,
For
that's
all
what
of us
I
to
mean.
ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
If we all gave 1 gold, it's
we still need
Four.
one
so
more.
it's fine.
So who's paying 2 gold?
I'll give you 2 if I can ride on Woody.
Very well. I can't, I must give you a disclaimer, though. If Woody knocks you off, I can't do anything about it.
Woody
It's
would
not
never
my fault.
knock me off.
Well, you'd be surprised.
He loves me.
Oh, he loves everybody. You will see. All right, then. Get on. Hop on. Come on. Come. So you're all able to get into the wagon.
Yep.
Dalgrim looks over at everyone as they're entering the wagon. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Do not attempt to steal from us, or you'll be meeting my warhammer. So as you guys are on the whirlwind, Sibo quickly takes you towards the Hollow Woods. You guys reach the entrance. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sibo drops you off. All right, off with you. Off. I have places to be. Be careful now. And if you need help, I'm not going to be here.
Damn.
So good luck. Take care.
Bye, Woody.
Woody tries to lick Isundra as she gets off.
get a room.
As like Alexia. Get a room.
So once you're all off, Sibo takes his donkeys, turns the wagon around, begins to walk off with Dalgrim following. You are now left at the entrance of the Hollow Wood. As you guys look into the Hollow Woods, it is a very thick forest. The trees, as you enter, get thicker. So the deeper into the woods you guys go, the darker it becomes, even if it is mid-afternoon. So you guys are now entering the forest. As you enter, here and there you hear the sounds of the wild. You will hear birds chirping and whatnot. And you occasionally come across squirrels and whatnot running about. But you do remember that the Skull Reaver mentioned that it was in the center of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you guys are traversing through the Hollow Woods, is there anything you guys want to say or do before I move you guys along?
I'm checking for tracks.
I'd like to use my bullseye lantern to help me see better.
Okay. So, you want to check for tracks? Go ahead and make me a survival check.
18.
All right. As you guys enter the forest, Nomu looks around for tracks or anything of movements of anything he could find. You do come across some footprints in the dirt. Very light though, as if they've almost been swept away.
Mm-hmm.
Very old. At least you would assume they're very old tracks. However, they're footprints leading down a path and further into the Hollow Woods. But that's about it. The footprints, they look like it's about 3 people, average and medium size.
Mm-hmm.
Your assumption based off what you see. Are you following them? Or what do you relay that to the group?
I found some tracks. It seems a little old. Leads further into the woods. Should we follow or continue on course?
Might as well. We don't have any other leads.
I agree with Damien.
Did he tell us anything else about it? Like, I can't remember. He just told us it's in the woods. He didn't tell
He
us.
says
like, there's
the Skull Reaver mentioned it being central of the woods.
Sorry.
Yeah. So other than that, you also know that there are old catacombs located in these woods, and that's where he wants you to go. The deepest part of the catacombs is where you'll find whatever this artifact is that he's looking for, circlet crown, or what. You don't know what it is yet.
Oh,
Oh, good.
well, you're a cat. You're pretty quiet. But if you want me to lead the way, I could. Stealth is kind of my thing. So either way, though, I think we should follow the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can be stealthy or not. It's up to you. Out in the open.
I'm gonna sneak a little bit.
I can't be stealthy.
Oh yeah, I also relayed the message that it seems like someone was trying to sweep away these tracks. It seems.
I have Mask of the Wild, so it says you can attempt to hide even when you're only slightly obscured by like foliage and stuff. But is that when you're moving or is that only when you're still? So
It could be either or. Yeah.
So
I mean,
sneaky.
Yeah.
Attempting to hide near me is useless. I'm wearing chainmail.
Well, we'll just hide around you, and you
I
can.
roll.
You're like that.
You can still make a stealth check. It's just you're gonna not be as good as.
I have disadvantage for it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled pretty low on my stealth. I rolled 11.
Can I do mine?
Go ahead, might as well roll. So roll twice and take the lower number for the
Stealth.
disadvantage.
20.
16.
That's a good roll.
5.
So you take 5.
So
I got
5 plus
23 on
2.
my stealth.
So 7 for my stealth.
7, 11,
23.
23,
I got 9.
9. Okay.
So you're going ahead.
So Damien takes the lead, follows the tracks. Damien is walking through the woods as if he was some sort of ninja. He's slowly pacing himself. Not a branch or leaf stepped on. Very silent. Behind her is Nomu the cat.
And I have my
Just as silent.
I have my bullseye lantern dimly lit.
Okay.
It burns up to 6 hours for 60 feet.
All right. Nomu's right behind Damien. He's fairly silent as well. He's moving. Makes sense, being cat-like and all. Behind Damien is Isundra, who is walking around, but she stumbles and steps on a few branches along the way. Behind Isundra is Edyar in his chain shirt, shield, mace, walking. His armor's clanging,
Crunching
leaves, not even paying attention to where he steps. Steps on like 3 branches that break.
It's kind of hard to be quiet when you're wearing chainmail.
It's crunching and cracking.
So, as you guys are moving into deeper into the hollow woods, you follow the tracks. The tracks keep going. The deeper you get, again, the more darker it becomes due to the canopy and the thickness of the trees. Eventually, it gets to the point where it's so dark you wouldn't be able to see without light. So it's a good thing that Damien has her, what was it, a torch? Bullseye lantern now. 60 feet?
Yeah.
60 feet.
I can see 60 feet.
I'm a cat.
Yeah.
You're in the back.
You're in the
see.
back. Edyar is in the very back.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So, as you all are traveling, you get the sense you've been walking on foot now, following these tracks for a good couple hours at this point. Nothing has come across you guys. However, the sounds of the woods
I was just about to roll that too. Where's the listener?
has become
I have nature.
fairly quiet. It's not as loud as it was on the outer portions of the forest. You guys are definitely deeper in now. You guys reach a point where the footprints end. And it leads to a fork that goes left and right.
Oh no.
These paths that go along this fork are very unused. So you'd have to crawl over branches and trees and whatnot to go through the pathway. However, you can tell that both paths have been taken before. It's just been a long time since. So the growth of the forest has begun to take over.
Somewhere.
It's dirt paths. They're not like actually man-made paths, really. What do? You
guys want to split up?
Super no.
That doesn't sound like a good idea here.
I want to check for a path that's least used.
I was gonna say we can roll like a nature or something, or
You can roll nature.
what would you roll?
Survival, maybe.
I can just
If you
I
want
rolled
to
18.
for survival.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nomu looks around the pathways. He can't see any of the tracks that once were. However, he looks at the branches and whatnot of the 2 paths, and he notices the right path seems to, he would assume, been traversed more. Only because he notices a few snapped branches along that way, where the left path doesn't have any snapped branches. The snapped branches look like as if an animal or someone possibly stepped on them, forced their way through of some way.
I'd rather take the left path.
So you want to go the path where it doesn't seem like anyone has taken, or the path that it seems people have taken. You want to go left?
Yep.
Why? I thought we were following
We're
someone.
looking for something. Not a lot of people gonna know about it, so they wouldn't
Otherwise,
take that
someone
path.
else would have.
Unless someone
Sorry.
took it there to hide it.
Wouldn't only a short amount of people know about it though?
If we get lost, it's on you, Cat.
It is up to you. Which path should we take? The left side seems the least taken.
Let's
The
take,
right?
He kind of
Yeah, the
nods.
body.
let's take a vote.
I would assume whatever is being looked for would be in the path with the least amount of disturbance. The right path might even lead out the forest or to a city or something.
So we aren't worried about the people we are following earlier?
I mean, it got us this far. He makes a good point. If it's something that's been hidden this long, maybe no one knows it's there. Alright. Let's go a path less traveled.
Let's
So
go.
you taking the left path?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys take the left path, it is a very rugged path. Again, no one has traversed this path, or what it would seem, for very many years. As you guys are pushing your way through some of the branches, some of the trees, there's bushes and whatnot, you guys reach a spot that looked like an old campfire.
Oh.
You have been walking for a few hours down this path now, so it is almost 6 o'clock at night. I need y'all to make me perception checks.
20, not 20.
This thing's rolling like shit.
5 plus 3, so
Alright.
8.
16.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
That's not nat 20.
Oh, yeah, just 20 then.
Alright. So, you guys come across what looks like an old campsite. There's 2 tents, really old campfire that has been burnt out for a very long time. No one is there. There are no supplies. It's been abandoned for quite some time. But everyone that rolled higher than a 10, you all hear howling in the distance.
What time of day is it right now?
It's about 6 o'clock at night, 6 p.m.
Should we only make camp here then? I can set up some alarm or a trap system to make sure no wild animals come up and intrude Edyar's leg.
Also, again, you're thick and deep into the forest now, so it is almost pitch black.
Well, luckily we all have dark vision.
We would need a fire.
Does he have that good?
Yep.
I'm a cat.
You guys want to sleep with what you just heard in the back?
You
Yes,
hear,
why not?
you hear the howling.
You know,
Sounds
cats like
like
to sleep a
wolves.
lot, so.
Edyar's too focused on the campsite to hear the howling. He only rolled an 8.
Damn.
So you're gonna set up camp?
I don't see why not. I mean, it's up to them. We can keep going.
I could keep going, but if we set up here, someone has to stay awake every few hours, keep watch.
That sounds fine to me. I can keep first watch if needed. Wait, no, I didn't notice that. I guess
Well,
they can
you
tell
would
me.
still want to keep
Yeah, they
watch.
can-
Yeah.
Well, if we are staying, I'm gonna make a fire before I make traps.
Alright. Short rest. Maybe let's say maybe 3 hours or so. Is that enough for everyone?
It's enough for me. I don't know
Alright.
about the cat.
Yeah, I slept in pretty late. So.
So you guys, you're setting up camp. I need everyone to make me another perception check.
14.
22.
Okay.
11.
Perfect.
Perception.
So did anyone beat a 15?
Yes.
Hell no.
Yeah, you got 22.
14.
Okay. So no one beat a 15 but Nomu. No one notices this.
Except Nomu.
As you're... What'd you get?
I say except Nomu. Or-
Except Nomu.
Okay.
If you didn't get 15 or higher, you don't notice.
Yeah, I got shit.
So as you're all setting camp up for the night or whatever, as Nomu's starting the campfire, he notices the side of his eye. He sees yellow eyes in the distance in the darkness. He spots multiple eyes surrounding the camp. What do you do?
Nudges Edyar.
We're surrounded.
By the way.
Surrounded.
Yes, there's a lot of somethings out there, and they're around us. Surrounded.
You're off the catnip, dude. I don't see a damn thing.
Wait, are we sleeping?
No, you're still setting up camp.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a chance to put the traps down.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything.
Over there. Draw your weapon.
He reaches behind his back and grabs his great sword.
Alright.
Trusting Nomu's advice, Edyar reaches for his shield and mace.
Desiree pulls
hearing
out a
it?
short bow, just in case.
Oh, so we're all hearing it?
Well,
I
no,
don't
we're just
hear it.
listening to this cat.
You listen to the cat.
Oh, okay.
Pretty adamant.
I mean, I don't know where I'm at.
Okay. So you're all drawing your weapons.
I told you we should have went the other way.
So as you all draw your weapons, the eyes that Nomu had noticed, they get closer. But you all have been warned by Nomu about these eyes. As they grow closer, you hear another howl, a wolf. And soon enough, the party is surrounded by 3 wolves. So,
Damn.
the 3 wolves are all snarling and growling at all of you. And they look vicious, and they look hungry. So, Isundra's first, then the wolves, Nomu, and then Edyar and Damien can go whoever they want to go first, since you guys got the same score. So the wolves, the 3 wolves surround you. They're normal-sized wolves, medium-sized. So Isundra has the first go.
How close are they to us?
They're fairly close. They're now within probably about 15 feet. So they're surrounding the camp. You guys can see them. They're not afraid of you. So, again, we'll just...
They're already crying.
Yeah.
Anybody have high intimidation so we can at least scare him away?
So it's Isundra's turn. What is Isundra doing?
Intimidation is +4. I mean, we're gonna fuck them up, right?
Yeah, that's... What are you doing?
Alright. Hold on, let me read my spells. I guess I'll roll with Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. So one of the wolves that's in front of Isundra
Okay.
growls and snarls, and it looks as if it's preparing itself to charge at her. So what's she doing?
Okay, so I have to roll first.
To see if you hit it.
Okay, because this roll isn't going to be...
Yeah, so roll your d20, your magic attack, to see if you hit the wolf, and let me know what you get.
That's 1d20, so if I hit it...
Mm-hmm. So, you rolled a what?
Right, it's a 13.
Alright. So you are casting what?
Eldritch Blast.
So you cast Eldritch Blast on the wolf in front of you. Isundra is able to hit the wolf with her Eldritch Blast. What does it do?
So it's on hit, target takes 1d10 force damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll hold. So you're able to hit it with the Eldritch Blast. The wolf prepares itself as it begins to charge. Isundra shoots out her Eldritch Blast and hits the wolf directly in the face. So roll your damage.
I rolled a 9.
For your damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So the wolf gets hit directly in the face by the Eldritch Blast and it whimpers out. However, it's still up. It is now the wolf's turn. The wolf that Isundra had blasted whimpers, but it charges at her in full speed. And it jumps up to try and bite her. What is Isundra's armor class?
15.
15. The wolf jumps and it attacks with a bite. It goes, and Isundra is able to avoid the bite. It jumps right past her, and she dodges the bite. The second wolf that is behind Nomu and Damien charges, and it rushes up at Nomu, and it bites up at Nomu. What is Nomu's AC?
15.
15. Wolf jumps and attacks. Gets a 19. It bites Nomu in the side for a damage of 2d4 plus 2. So let me go ahead and roll that. So you take, my friend, 2 plus 1, 3, 5 damage. The wolf bites Nomu on the leg and it attempts to drag him down, pull him down.
Get the hell off me!
And you have to make a strength check. It's attempting to knock you prone now that it's hit you. So go ahead and roll your strength, or your d20 plus your strength modifier.
You got it. 12.
The wolf is stronger at this point. It grabs Nomu by the leg, it bites hard, and it drags him onto the ground. Nomu is now prone.
Ah, fucking cats and dogs.
The third wolf charges at Damien. It jumps up to bite him. What's your AC, Damien?
15.
The wolf is able to hit. It bites at Damien's leg, and it does 5 damage to Damien's leg. And it attempts to drag her down as well. So go and roll your d20 plus your strength modifier. 7. It drags Damien down. Damien is now prone and on the ground, just like Nomu. Now, when you're prone, you can get up. However, it's half your movement speed to get up. Mm-hmm. If you attack while you're prone, you have a disadvantage. Any enemy that's within 5 feet of you that attacks you while you're prone, they get an advantage. So, it is now Nomu's turn.
Get the hell off me. Nomu's gonna try to grab the wolf by the muzzle.
Try and grab him?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking grab him.
Alright, so just make me a strength check. So you go to try and defeat his strength. Strength versus strength.
13.
So Nomu was able to grab the wolf with both arms. The wolf is now stuck, unable to move.
Well, 16, my bad.
Unable to move. So that is Nomu's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Nomu's on the ground, hugging this wolf tightly.
Yep.
It is now either Edyar or Damien's turn. Either one of you can go first, since you both have the same initiative at this point. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first. I'm going to go ahead and cast Bane. Up to 3 target creatures of my choice that I can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever that target fails a saving throw, makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. The target rolls a d4 and subtracts that from the attack or saving throw.
Okay.
12 plus spell attack bonus, I think. Mm-hmm. So 17.
Okay. It's charisma based?
Yeah, charisma saving throw.
So all of them failed.
Okay.
So that means basically if any of them attack, they get a -4.
Yes.
To either to their saving throws or to hit somebody.
Attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. So it makes it harder for them to hit. -4. I have to remember that. Okay.
Oh, you roll a d4, but.
Oh, I roll. Okay, gotcha. All right, no problem. D4. All right. It is now Damien's turn. What's Damien doing?
All right. So I think we're gonna do a barrel roll. Use my acrobatics. Get out the fucking way. My leg is hurt.
So are you trying to get up?
Can I escape and then get up?
So when you're prone, the only movement you can make is technically a crawl. If you get up, it takes half your movement away. But you can still attack.
All right.
If you barrel roll away, you're technically just getting away. So if you want to barrel roll away, I'll say that's you basically disengaging.
Okay, that was my plan. Yes, I would like to barrel roll.
All right, so we'll just say then, if that's the case, go ahead and we'll just do your athletics check.
Yikes! I thought it would be acrobatics.
Or I'm sorry, acrobatics.
Okay,
acrobatics. Yeah.
7.
Okay, so Damien, so you're trying to disengage. That's your action.
Correct.
Damien is able to barrel roll. However, because his leg had been bitten, he's in pain. It's a terrible roll. However, he's able to get away without the wolf having an attack of opportunity on her or him. So he's able to get up to his feet. However, the wolf isn't able to bite at him. He is now up on his feet. The disengage was your action, so that is Damien. All right. It is now Isundra's turn.
So I hit him for 9 damage, right? No one else has been hit though.
Damien has been hurt, and so has Nomu.
No, I mean the wolves.
None of the wolves have been hit.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Since there are 2 that are close to me, I'm gonna use Sword Burst, which is a cantrip. So you create. Well, I'm gonna try. I guess. Let me do that first before I get too far ahead of myself.
So go ahead and roll your d20 plus your spell bonus, attack bonus.
Plus 6. 16 plus
You definitely
6.
hit.
Okay.
Okay. So what's it do?
You create a circle of spectral blades that sweep around you. Each creature within range other than you must succeed a dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Okay.
That's just later.
That's
so they
easy.
have to make a dex.
Yes, so they have to make a
Saving
roll.
throw.
That's fine. We can do that. All right. So what happens if they make it versus what happens if they don't?
I assume if they make it, they must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. So I guess it doesn't hit them. if
Okay.
they
So
succeed.
one dodged it. If that's
Okay.
the case, one was able to avoid the spectral blades.
Mhm.
So the one that does get hit though is the one that is actually
For
close. Yeah, it's this one that's closer to
that- No.
Nomu. So go ahead and do the damage.
Okay. It's 1d6. Yeah.
Mhm.
So 1d6 is a 4.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, I did a 4.
4 damage to the one next to, closer to Nomu, I would say. Not the one he's holding, but the one that's close to him. Alright, so 4 damage. The wolf whelps out and kind of howls out in the pain. However, it's still up and running. It is now the wolf's turn. The wolf that you just hit looks up at Isundra and it growls.
Oh no.
And it lunges.
I got doubles.
It tries to attack her and it makes a bite. What's your AC again?
15.
This wolf goes and tries to attempt to bite her leg. She's able to avoid it.
Dude, I'm so scooty.
However, there is another wolf from the original one that attacked her. It comes back around and it bites at her other leg. This one will hit. So, wolf comes around, bites at her, and does 5 damage.
Oh, my leg.
Asundra's going to have to make me a strength check because it's attempting to now pull her down to the ground to make her prone.
Is that what happened to you?
Roll fire.
Wait,
Your strength. Just roll a d20 plus your strength modifier.
my strength ain't shit. 17 plus 2.
17 plus 2.
Yep.
All right. The wolf's got. You beat the wolf. So you are not.
Punch it in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, so you had to make a strength saving throw. I'm sorry, not against the wolf. So I didn't need to roll for anything. You just had to beat a DC. So you beat it. You beat it.
Okay.
So Isundra is still up.
What did I take? 5 damage?
Yes. Now the other wolf that is being grappled by Nomu is gonna attempt to break free. It's howling and it's kicking and it's biting at you, trying to break free. So it has to beat your strength check.
I feel like it's rolling like shit today.
What's my other die?
It is going to use its dexterity check and its acrobatics instead to try and break free.
All right.
Rolled a 11. What did you get?
12.
It's not able to beat Nomu. Nomu still got it.
Nice try.
Punch it in the dick.
It is now Nomu's turn.
Damn right, it's Nomu's turn. Nomu's gonna scratch the shit out of him. So we're gonna roll that. It's gonna use his claws. Roll 11.
To hit, that actually misses.
Oh,
But because he's
Yeah, you
technically
get advantage, right?
because you're grappling, I'm gonna allow you to have the advantage. So roll again.
all right. Roll again. 17.
That definitely will hit.
I thought it said 7 because I couldn't see that. I was like, oh.
Easy, big fella.
Slash. All right. So roll my damage.
How much damage does Nomu do?
Why does it have half and max?
That's the same with if you.
Oh, what you could max.
Yeah.
So what'd you
4.
get? 4 damage.
Yep.
So this wolf hasn't taken damage yet. Nomu takes his claws and digs into the wolf's side. The wolf whimpers out, but it's not down. And there's now either Edyar or Damien's turn. We'll just go with Edyar since you went first last time. Since you guys both have the same.
Edyar runs up to the wolf, attacking Isundra.
Which one? The one closer.
Yeah, but-
Yeah, the one closer to
I'm getting DP over
Nomu
here.
and Nomu and
Runs
Damien.
up to the wolf closer to Nomu and Damien,
All right,
So, in the middle.
and swings his mace, overheaded swing.
all right.
9 plus
Your attack.
or that's for the. Did that hit 9 hit or
Well, that's plus your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus.
strength? So 11.
So right here, you're adding 5
Oh,
to
5.
it.
Oh,
So 14, which hits.
okay.
You smack the wolf in the back of the head with your mace. For how much damage?
3 plus 3, so or 6.
6 damage to the back of the head of the wolf. All right.
God, this is useful.
I think that's really
The wolf
like
whimpers out, and it almost falls to the ground. It's really hurting. You see blood dripping from the back of its head. It's now crying out in pain. It's now Damien's turn, but it's still up. You see Damien, you see the wolf he just knocked with his mace, Edyar did. That wolf is crying out. It looks like it's about to run away.
His brain is broken.
Its brain is busted.
Damn, that's
All
fucked
right.
up.
You just brained him, dude.
So what?
I'm pulling out my rapier. I'm about to finish the job.
All right, Damien pulls out her rapier and she's going to charge one of them.
Yes.
All right, you know, which one are you charging? The one that he just...
The one that he just hit. Yeah. I'm not in a position to fight a
So
fresh wolf.
Edyar smacks the
I
back
think they're
of
all
this
pretty
wolf
hurt.
with its mace, and Damien comes rushing in with her
Rapier.
So go ahead and roll your d20. Add your attack modifier, which is a 5.
Well, 8.
8 plus 5?
13.
It's 13. She's able to pierce the wolf with her rapier, or his rapier. So go ahead and do your damage.
I don't know what you
And that's
right now.
a D6.
Yes,
Wait, this one?
d6. It's a normal die. Yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I got
Right
one
there.
of these. Oh,
Yeah. 3 plus your strength of 3 for 6 damage. Damien comes in and he pierces the back of the wolf's skull with his rapier, pulls it out, and the wolf drops over dead.
Damn.
little bitch.
Get worked.
That wolf is dead. The other 2 wolves look around and they growl even more, seeing that one of their allies has fallen. It is now Isundra's turn. There is still a wolf
In front of me.
up on her grill.
Up in my ground. I guess I will just hit him with something.
All right.
Let's do the hand axe. Pull that out of nowhere.
Pulls out her hand axe. All right.
I gotta see if I hit him. I probably don't. So I got it. 8.
8. Isundra whiffs it. She tries to attack with a hand axe and she totally misses. In the distance, she hears Napoleon, "So weak! Do better!"
Fuck.
It is now the wolf's turn. The wolf looks up at Isundra and it bites back at her.
Save me!
Oh, bonus action.
And it misses. Isundra is able to dodge the bite.
Oh, thank Christ.
The other wolf in Nomu's arms.
I got to roll D4.
What's up?
I got to roll D4 for the hits.
Oh, that was going to miss regardless. It rolled a 4.
Hey, roll that D4. It could be a 0.
The wolf in Nomu's arms is trying to escape still. It's struggling. Nomu has such a good grip it can't get a bite on him. So it's going to try and break his strength check. The wolf is
15.
stuck. Nomu's got this wolf in his arms and it's not going
You're
anywhere.
beefy.
You're not going anywhere.
Edyar.
Edyar attacking the wolf in Nomu's hand.
Don't hit Nomu.
Swings his mace.
You skipping my turn there?
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you
Nomu's
said
turn. I'm sorry.
You want to finish the job?
Congratulations, you just became my supper tonight.
Gonna claw at him again. Ooh, 7. To
Roll a
attack.
7 to attack him?
Yeah.
We have an advantage because he's grappled.
So you
Roll it
get a
again.
reroll.
19.
Alright. You're able to hit. Do your damage with your claw.
5.
5 damage to the wolf that Nomu was holding. It's starting to whimper out. It's starting to bleed. It's really hurt. Edyar and Damien can see that this wolf
Snapping its
is
neck.
losing its strength.
Solid.
Now it's Edyar.
You know this wolf is dinner, right?
Edyar turns around and walks to the wolf. Or walks
Bitch.
next to the wolf in Nomu's hands.
Fuck that wolf. That wolf's fine. What about me?
We're going to put this wolf down tonight.
Don't miss.
I got 6 HP, you asshole.
6 plus 5.
It's 11.
11. You whiff. Edyar misses the wolf. But you have an advantage because it's grappled and it's on the ground. It's technically grappled and prone.
13.
So that will hit. So go ahead and do your damage.
Edyar swings the mace from the side. Does 4 damage.
Edyar's
Makes
mace
his
comes and smashes the wolf's face in right next to Nomu's. Blood drips from your mace and splashes onto Nomu's face. You knock the fangs out of the wolf, and lies limp, dead.
It's fucked up, man.
It is now Damien's turn.
Alright.
The only wolf left is the one on the opposite side of Isundra.
Help. Save me.
Alright.
6 HP.
I'm gonna pull out that short bow. I'm gonna make a shot.
Alright. So go on and roll your d20.
I'm all about style, so I'm gonna try to shoot in between where you guys are standing and hit it.
So
Watch your
roll your
heads.
d20 plus 5.
I was gonna say, don't roll like a
So
one.
she shoots, and she misses. Or he misses.
Get out the way! Hey, y'all.
It is now Isundra's turn.
Alright. I mean, I'm gonna try to hit with this short bow, but I'm like right next to it.
Yeah, you'd be at a disadvantage.
Fuck. Can I just take an arrow and stab it in the face?
If you want to try, you use your hand axe again.
So try
Or
that axe
Yeah, my
again.
hand axe is only a +4.
You can always
It's
try for
trash.
step back.
you always move away.
But if I move, isn't it gonna try
It's
to
going
hit
to try
me?
and bite you.
Only a 5-foot step don't work in this one.
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Witch bolt!
Just try to blast it in the fucking face.
Alright, roll your d20.
6 + 6 is a 12.
She whiffs the witch bolt.
Motherfuck.
And it goes right past the wolf's head.
I told you to save me, asshole! I only have 6 HP, you bitch. Wait, I got a question though.
What?
Can I use a potion?
On your next action, you can.
What?
That's considered an action, not a
Fuck.
bonus.
What if I die?
So the wolf went ahead and rolled a roll.
A roll?
Roll to hit.
Yes, it's not attacking. The wolf is actually frightened. It sees its allies drop, and it's weakened. It
Saw that
turns
bolt go by its
and it
face.
tries to run away. However, because it is going to not use an action to disengage because it is frightened, it's running away.
Can I hit it?
So Isundra
Wait.
and Edyar both have opportunity attacks on this wolf because it's not disengaging. It's trying to run away and flee. It's not thinking clearly, so it's not going to disengage. It's just trying to run away.
So what do I gotta
Does that have to make a saving throw or?
No.
On your attack.
So
He's just trying to get away, but because he's trying to get away, you
So you
guys
just
get
get
3
to
attacks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You both get an attack on him.
Just try to
So-
move away.
doesn't roll hit just the
Just to see if you hit him.
Okay.
Your d20. So whatever you're hitting. So that will hit. So your Edyar comes and smashes the back of the wolf as it turns to try and run away. For how much damage?
For real? That's not right.
8 damage. All right. Is Isundra trying
I
to
did
attack?
9. I got a 9. What do I plus? The 6?
Yes.
Okay, so
15.
15.
So you both hit. What are you attacking with?
Oh, my hand axe.
Okay. What's your damage?
7.
All right. So as the wolf turns to run away, it gets a hand axe to the side and a mace to the back of its head.
That's some bad luck.
Came to the wrong campsite.
That's some
bitch.
bad luck.
The wolf drops over dead.
You damn right it does.
No other wolves are within the vicinity. You guys don't hear any more howling. The 3 wolves are now dead. Also, guess what? Y'all leveled up to level 2.
Yay.
So the wolves are gone. No other creature comes by at this point. So you guys have the opportunity
So
now.
are we
If you
healed up and shit?
Well, no, you don't heal up from just leveling up. So you guys have the opportunity now. It's about 6 to 7 p.m. at night. You can
Yeah, I want a
choose this
short
time to do a short or a long rest. If you do a long rest, you'll get all your HP back and your spells back per day. If you do a short rest, you only get half your HP, basically. We're going to go with that rule.
Nomu's actually
Yeah, but I get
gutting.
the same benefit for 4 hours a day, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, for us.
Nomu's gutting the wolves and skinning them. He's about to cook them.
That's fine. I'm down for a half rest.
All right?
I don't want anything. Well, actually, no. I want my skills back.
So
Wait, what do you get for half rest? Is it
half your HP.
just half your HP?
Mhm.
I don't get. Yeah, I need
You
a
don't
full
get your
rest.
spell back?
Yeah, I need a full rest for a spell, don't I?
So it's up to you, however you guys want to do it.
I mean, it's the same for me either way, so that's your guys' call.
I should be.
He probably
fine.
wants his spell back.
No, I still got one more,
Oh, okay.
so that should be good.
I mean, we might as well just rest all the way and
Yeah.
be healed up. Right?
We said it was. How late was it?
There's no benefit
About
to
7
not.
p.m.
7 p.m.
Just rest all the way.
Okay,
Why wouldn't you?
let's eat first.
Yep.
Then we rest.
There's some wolf on the spit.
No move. Do you mind if I have one of those skins? I'd like to make a coat with matching shin pads.
Nomu folds it up and hands it to you neatly.
Aww. Can I pet you?
Sure.
He reaches in reluctantly.
I gotta say, I always thought of myself as a dog person, but after today, I might be switching sides.
She likes that pussy now.
Awesome.
So you guys are doing a long rest then? That's
Yeah.
about 8 hours.
Long rest.
So my assumption is you guys are just camping for the rest of the night until morning.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to, we'll go ahead and say that. As you guys camp for the rest of the night, you do have now wolf meat. I'm assuming if Nomu was cooking that for your food, you get the benefits of a long rest. You guys are now level 2. So your benefits of level 2 are now kicked in. No other creature or animal disturbs you throughout the night, so you're all able to rest fairly easily.
Thank you for listening to Taverns and Caverns. Till next time, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter at Taverns Caverns. Again, on Twitter at Taverns Caverns.